and welcome to Cruise1st TV and another in our very special series of shows focusing on more immersive holiday encounters around the world. It's time to tour Cruise and Stay for that even bigger getaway.
And here at Cruise1st, we've been working with the world's most incredible, trusted and highly rated tour operators to serve up some of the most satisfying, exciting and memorable experiences. It's one of the many reasons we're one of the country's highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot.
Absolutely, and this time we're off to the Far East with Norwegian Cruise Line on two culturally rich and fascinating discoveries, and on both you'll be cruising free at sea, all inclusive with drinks, excursion credits, dining packages and Wi-Fi all in. Later in the show, we're off to tour Sri Lanka and cruise Southeast Asia to Hong Kong for January in 2028, which looks incredible.
But first, it's time to walk the Great Wall of China, meet ancient warriors and revel in old and new, and then cruise Japan all-inclusive as we embark on a 22-night dream getaway in February 2028. First to Xi'an in China to begin an exciting tour. Here's Mark with tempting highlights.
Welcome to bustling China and the start of an incredible adventure that begins in Xi'an, where you'll be greeted at the airport and transferred to your hotel for a 2-night stay. Here you'll spend your first evening at leisure in one of the oldest of China's 4 great ancient capitals. The next morning you'll come face to face with the spectacular terracotta warriors. It's a sight like no other. Some 7,000 unique soldiers carved in exquisite detail with no two faces alike. Originally created to protect Emperor Qing Shi Huang in the afterlife, the warriors have stood strong for over 2,000 years, and you'll get the opportunity to learn how these magnificent creations came to be, with a visit to the Xi'an Arts and Ceramics exhibition. In the afternoon, you'll take a leisurely stroll on Xi'an's beautifully preserved 14th century ancient city walls that enclose the old town, before dining on a feast of soigao dumplings, followed by a fabulous performance of Tang Dynasty dancing. Buckle in on day 3 as you travel at over 400 miles per hour by bullet train to the capital of Beijing. On arrival, you'll be transferred to your hotel for a 3-night stay, and that evening dine on delicious Peking duck meal. The next day, you'll take a morning walk through Tiananmen, the largest city square in the world that's steeped in history dating back to the 1600s. It's then into the sprawling magnificence of the Forbidden City, the former residence of the Ming and Qing emperors. Upon entering through the Gate of Supreme Harmony, you'll find a magical complex full of imperial riches. After lunch, you'll visit the Temple of Heaven, the largest masterpiece among China's ancient sacrificial buildings. Known for its rigorous symbolic layout, peculiar structure, and magnificent decoration, this is where the emperors from the 1400s worshipped the god of heaven and prayed for good harvests. You'll then enjoy a wander through the grounds of the magnificent Summer Palace, the largest and most well-preserved of all the imperial palace gardens and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. On day 5, you'll be ticking a big one off the bucket list as you head out of Beijing and travel north to one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, the Great Wall of China. Here you'll walk the cobbles, cross the watchtowers and follow the way of the rugged mountains at the Jiongguan section, one of the 3 greatest passes of the Great Wall. Next up, you'll visit a jade museum where you have the chance to purchase intricate pieces of genuine gemstone before heading to the Sacred Way and Ming tombs, the final resting place of 13 of the Ming emperors. On your final evening, you'll experience an eye-boggling Chinese acrobat show with swinging ropes, juggling hoops, spinning plates, and human pyramids. It's an incredible whistle-stop tour where you'll uncover the best of China and explore its illustrious living history from Xi'an through to Beijing.
Thank you so much, Mark. Wow, where do we begin there? I mean, there are just so many highlights. Again, not a part of the world I feel I know much about at all. So actually to have that real kind of deep dive into it is amazing. And escorted, you just get to do so much more, don't you?
Looked after. And that's only the first part, because on we go with this stunning adventure. We'll fly you next to Hong Kong, and we've checked you into a city hotel for the next 2 nights. Goodness gracious me. I mean, again, another place you've heard so much about, but going there, riding the Peak Tram, seeing those incredible views. You can explore traditional neighbourhoods and markets, take the Star Ferry across Victoria Harbour, and just sample world-class food. It's quite compact. It's so easy to get around, and it gives you a real mix of modern city life and deep-rooted culture. This is before your cruise even begins. You then join Norwegian Jade for your 11-night all-inclusive cruise, which is free at sea, and that includes a premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, a full meal specialty dining package, plus $50 shore excursion credit per stateroom for every port of call you visit, which is just incredible because this itinerary, you really are going to want to do the excursions. There's so much history and culture to take in, and with free at sea, all those extras included, it means that you're not thinking about anything, you're just enjoying the cruise. And you will. Evenings on board give you so much choice. There's the Stardust Theatre, which has massive productions, Elements with aerial acrobatics, Blazing Boots, which is high energy. But there's karaoke, there's themed parties, there's live music. You can dip into live game shows like Deal or No Deal, Wheel of Fortune. I mean, they always get the room buzzing. After all that, you might want to do something more relaxing like the spa, and the spa on board is perfect for unwinding, especially after a full day of sightseeing, which I think you're going to be doing with massages, facials, acupuncture, thermal style treatments. As we said, you've got the premium drinks package. That means you can enjoy a cocktail, a wine, a champagne, alongside all that entertainment without worrying about the bill. And with the Wi-Fi included, you can send all those photos and keep in touch back home. There's so much to appreciate on board, and especially how flexible it is. You can be as social or as laid back as you like, just in really enjoying yourself and really being taken care of while you're on board. Norwegian Jade, it's a lovely cruise ship, and you're going to be cruising out of the port for Hong Kong, arriving first in Kaohsiung in Taiwan, which is a really modern port, but it's got lovely cultural roots. You can visit really nice temples there, explore the Lotus Pond, or you can take a city tour that shows off Taiwan's creative side and waterfront spaces. We're going next to Taipei, and with an NCL excursion, you could head up to the Taipei 101 for those amazing views, then visit the Longshan Temple to see locals worship, light incense and pray. Truly serene and magical. On to Okinawa, which will show you a completely different side of Japan. Think subtropical beaches, crystal clear waters, coral reefs and cultural sites while you're there. Relaxed, scenic and very, very unique. A day at sea, and we'll arrive in Nagasaki, which is deeply moving. It's historically rich. You can visit the Peace Park, you can explore scenic viewpoints. There's European influenced architecture that really reflect the city's international past. We'll then cruise on to Fukuoka, a lively modern city. Again, here they've got great temples. Shopping here is good, really buzzing districts. A lovely tour NCL do is the local food tour, famous for its ramen and vibrant street food scene. You're then going to cruise the Cannon Strait before arriving into Hiroshima, and this is a real bucket list moment. You can take the ferry to Miyajima Island to see that famous floating torii gate. Just wonderful. We're on to Kochi, which is traditional Japan at its best. The castle there, it's got to be done, hasn't it? The local markets, and there's lovely cultural experiences focused on the samurai history and regional crafts. Kyoto will be your next port of call, which is probably Japan's cultural heart. Think golden temples, bamboo forests, tea houses. It's a bucket list port packed with iconic sites. You really will enjoy this day. There's so many things to do. Shimizu is next, which is known for its amazing views of Mount Fuji. There's great excursions, which I think you should do. They take you to scenic viewpoints, coastal walks. You can visit traditional villages and really lovely tea plantations as well. Cruising into Yokohama before disembarking for Tokyo, and from here it's a 2-night hotel stay where you can really dive into the energy of Japan's capital, from neon districts to historic temples, world-class shopping. I mean, when I say Tokyo, what do you think of? Well, it's exactly that and so much more, as we're seeing. It's bright, it's lively, it's modern, but it's also historic, and you'll have a lovely time there before flying back home to the UK after an unforgettable East Asia journey, from the stories and symbolism of the Walls and Warriors tour to the immersive cruising around Taiwan and Japan with those iconic stays as well, carefully crafted by Cruise1st.
Yeah, and I love the fact, again, as so many times when we combine a tour experience and a really comprehensive cruise experience here, what you're doing actually is 3 or 4 holidays worth in one. But you are ticking some real boxes here. I mean, that for me is what is extraordinary. You could go on various different holidays over maybe a 10 or 15 year period, or you could do this one holiday and really get all of that in a nutshell. For me, this is the trip to get booked in today because it's very, very exciting. It's full of highlights and we are locking in a great price today as well with a low deposit, which is great. Let me show you this price tag because do you know what? It's over and above the regular price that you spend on a holiday, right? I completely and utterly get that. But when you think of what this gives back to you in terms of experience, enrichment, and additions on the cruise particularly, this is brilliant because this price tag, which you can lock in today, there is so much taken care of as part of it. So your first flight from the UK takes you out to Xi'an in China, and that's where you'll literally be met at the airport and your 5-night incredible fully escorted tour then picks up. We'll remind you of that again in just a second, and then you'll fly over to Hong Kong and you have a 2-night hotel stay there so you can explore and discover the city. And then you've got this incredible Japanese cruise adventure on Norwegian Jade. Perfect size ship for this itinerary, 11 nights, full premium drinks package, 4-night speciality dining package included, some Wi-Fi and shore excursion credits for every port that you're going into. Plus at the end of the cruise, you've got a 2-night stay in Tokyo before you then fly back from Tokyo to the UK. And now suddenly that doesn't seem such a big number because for you this is effort free because we have taken care of the whole jolly lot. All you need to do is call us today with a deposit of just £249 per person. And here are all the details you need. So if you're thinking about this and you're kind of summing up the numbers and you're thinking, oh, actually, you do actually get an awful lot out of this. It is kind of like 2 or 3 holidays worth, if not more, to be honest, all wrapped up in one. It's amazing. What I would say to you is if you're watching this on the telly or on YouTube, you've got the opportunity to rewind and go back to the beginning just to remind yourself of where we've come to this far. We're doing the tour again in just a second to remind you of that, but it really is great value for money and it's good to lock that price in today. And the way you do that, the quickest way of doing it is calling us free on 0800 953 4700.
Let's have a reminder of the stunning tour of this holiday. Remember, you'll fly to Xi'an in China on the 14th of February. Oh, it's Valentine's Day in 2028, and your tour begins as soon as you arrive.
Welcome to bustling China and the start of an incredible adventure that begins in Xi'an, where you'll be greeted at the airport and transferred to your hotel for a 2-night stay. Here you'll spend your first evening at leisure in one of the oldest of China's 4 great ancient capitals. The next morning you'll come face to face with the spectacular terracotta warriors. It's a sight like no other. Some 7,000 unique soldiers carved in exquisite detail with no 2 faces alike. Originally created to protect Emperor Qing Shi Huang in the afterlife, the warriors have stood strong for over 2,000 years, and you'll get the opportunity to learn how these magnificent creations came to be, with a visit to the Xi'an Arts and Ceramics exhibition. In the afternoon, you'll take a leisurely stroll on Xi'an's beautifully preserved 14th century ancient city walls that enclose the old town, before dining on a feast of soigao dumplings, followed by a fabulous performance of Tang Dynasty dancing. Buckle in on day 3 as you travel at over 400 miles per hour by bullet train to the capital of Beijing. On arrival, you'll be transferred to your hotel for a 3-night stay and that evening dine on delicious Peking duck meal. The next day, you'll take a morning walk through Tiananmen, the largest city square in the world that's steeped in history dating back to the 1600s. It's then into the sprawling magnificence of the Forbidden City, the former residence of the Ming and Qing emperors. Upon entering through the Gate of Supreme Harmony, you'll find a magical complex full of imperial riches. After lunch, you'll visit the Temple of Heaven, the largest masterpiece among China's ancient sacrificial buildings. Known for its rigorous symbolic layout, peculiar structure, and magnificent decoration, this is where the emperors from the 1400s worshipped the god of heaven and prayed for good harvests. You'll then enjoy a wander through the grounds of the magnificent Summer Palace, the largest and most well-preserved of all the Imperial Palace Gardens and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. On day 5, you'll be ticking a big one off the bucket list as you head out of Beijing and travel north to one of the 7 wonders of the modern world, the Great Wall of China. Here you'll walk the cobbles, cross the watchtowers and follow the way of the rugged mountains at the Jiongguan section, one of the 3 greatest passes of the Great Wall. Next up, you'll visit a jade museum where you have the chance to purchase intricate pieces of genuine gemstone before heading to the Sacred Way and Ming tombs, the final resting place of 13 of the Ming emperors. On your final evening, you'll experience an eye-boggling Chinese acrobat show with swinging ropes, juggling hoops, spinning plates, and human pyramids. It's an incredible whistle-stop tour where you'll uncover the best of China and explore its illustrious living history from Xi'an through to Beijing.
If you're going, is there room for me in the corner of your suitcase? I really like the look and the tastes along the way on this one. And remember, that's just the beginning on this holiday because you fly next over to Hong Kong and have a 2-night hotel stay there. And then the next 11 nights is Japanese port-rich cruising, all-inclusive on Norwegian Jade, drinks, Wi-Fi, specialty dining package and excursion credits to enjoy all the way. After the cruise, you then stay in Tokyo for 2 nights in a hotel before flying back. Remember, we are looking to the future here, February 2028. Seems a long way away, but we're looking in this price today with a deposit of just £249 each. So call our team today. It looks incredible, I have to say. My stomach's almost rumbling. All the food references in that one. It sounds exciting.
Oh, we've got another amazing, incredible tour, cruise and stay offer. And again, this ticks the bucket list over and over again. It's 24 nights of Sri Lanka and the Far East to look forward to and an all-inclusive NCL cruise. You'll fly first on the 30th of January in 2028 to Sri Lanka's bustling capital, Colombo, where an escorted 6-night adventure awaits. Mark has all the details.
Welcome to the Paradise Isle of Sri Lanka, where your amazing adventure begins with a 2-night stay in the historic city of Galle. You'll be met at the airport by a chauffeur guide who will take you to your hotel with the rest of the day spent at your own leisure. Why not take in the golden beaches, the glorious history, and the rich wilderness of this bustling cosmopolitan? The next morning, you'll take a heritage tour, including a visit to the infamous Galle Dutch Fort, a World Heritage Site steeped in history dating back to the 1700s. You'll then explore the narrow, maze-like streets, taking in the old Dutch houses and onto the private mansion museum, where you can browse historic artifacts, including colonial artworks and jewellery. On day 3, you'll enjoy a scenic journey east as you travel to Yala National Park with some fabulous photo opportunities, including your chance to witness the famed stilted fisherman. Upon your arrival into Yala, open jeeps will be ready and waiting to take you on the most incredible sunset safari, the perfect time when the big cats are on the move. Be sure to have your camera ready for Sri Lankan leopards and look out for elephants, sloth bears, wild boar and mongoose among the many here in the wild. On day 4, the adventure continues as you visit Ella's Ravana waterfalls, where you'll experience the most incredible scenic sights. It's then on to Sri Lanka's hill station, Nuwara Eliya, also known affectionately as Little England, where you'll spend the rest of the day at leisure. The next day, you'll enjoy a tour of the local area, set against beautiful backdrops of mountains and waterfalls. All around, you'll see evidence of the British influence with houses like country cottages and mansions. You'll get the opportunity to visit a tea factory and plantations before travelling on to the UNESCO city of Kandy, where you'll stop at the Temple of Tooth relic of Lord Buddha, the pride of Buddhists in Sri Lanka. On day 6, you'll journey to Dambulla and en route stop at a spice and herbal gardens to explore the country's world-renowned spices at their source. Smells of cinnamon will overwhelm the senses as you get an insight into the age-old industry of spice production. In the afternoon, you'll visit Sigiriya Rock, where, if your feet fancy, you have the chance to climb this 8th wonder of the world and a rare jewel among the many treasures that Sri Lanka has to offer. On the final day, you'll visit the Dambulla Cave Temple, where you'll find a complex that lies atop a massive hill on the edge of the town. Explore the 5 separate caves, containing 150 stunning Buddha statues and paintings, as well as some of the country's most important and evocative religious art. It's a culture-rich tour where over the course of 7 days, you'll discover a whole new world of adventure, giving you a true flavour of the wonders of Sri Lanka.
Where do you start? I'm glad we saw some gemstones there as well, because this is a part of the world that some amazing coloured gemstones come from. But imagine being there and tea picking as well. I mean, actually, it's just so bizarre that that's where tea comes from bushes where you pick it. I mean, that just to do, I think, would be amazing.
So much fun. And then you've got the next leg of the journey, which bids farewell to Sri Lanka, and you fly over to Singapore in Malaysia. Now, what a city this is. And you get to enjoy 3 nights in a hotel here, which is wonderful. And it's a melting pot of cultures. You've got historic districts like Chinatown, Little India, Kampong Glam. You can visit temples, mosques, heritage shop houses, but then look at all the amazing shopping while you're there as well. That's on Orchard Street. It's such a diverse place. It's quite compact, so you can walk around and see so much, and it's great. You've got 3 nights in a hotel there before joining Norwegian Jade for your 13 nights all-inclusive cruise, which again is free at sea with Norwegian Cruise Line. So you've got a premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, a 4-meal specialty dining package, plus $50 shore excursion credit per stateroom for every port of call you visit. Now, this is wonderful. With all that included, I think the bars might become a bit of your daily life. You could start with a glass of champagne at Magnum's, move on to a martini at Mixers, or enjoy a beer or whiskey at Tankard's, which is that laid-back pub setting. Out on deck, you've got the pit stop. That's great for a cold drink and sea breeze as the sun goes down. And because it's all included, you can move around and try all the different venues without thinking twice.
Can I just say, one at a time responsibly, though, I feel my duty to balance, but it's there. So, you know, you're going to take advantage of it, because remember, it includes soft drinks to keep you hydrated during the day as well.
Yes, and dining's going to be part of the inclusion as well. You've got 4 specialty meals, so obviously you're going to enjoy the main dining rooms. They're beautiful, and the casual dining spots. But to try those specialty nights, maybe you'll have a steak night at Cagney's. There's the French classics at Le Bistro, or maybe the Italian favourites at La Cucina. And of course, you've got a $50 shore excursion credit per stateroom, which is going to be fantastic on this itinerary. It means you can just enjoy yourself every step of the way, being taken care of. This ship is wonderful, and it's perfect for this itinerary. The entertainment's spectacular, the relaxing spaces are, it's all incredibly wonderful. Now, you're cruising out of Singapore, you've got a day at sea, you'll then arrive in Koh Samui in Thailand, which will give you a proper tropical welcome. You can head to a palm-fringed beach for some swimming and snorkeling, which would be lovely, nice and relaxing. You can visit the famous Big Buddha temple, or there's jungle jeep safaris. On to Bangkok, which is bold and brilliant. There's lovely excursions to visit the Grand Palace and the Wat Po. You could take a long-tail boat ride along the canals, and the street food tours. Oh, the food, you've got to delve into that. A day at sea, and we'll arrive in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, and this port packed with stories. You can explore the Cu Chi tunnels, you can go and see historic landmarks from the Vietnam War, or there's guided city tours taking markets, cafes and colonial architecture. A day at sea, and it's Muara, which is your gateway to Brunei's calm and culture. Remember, you have got this short excursion credit, so take advantage, find out all the different excursions and get them booked and get taken care of. We'll cruise on to Kota Kinabalu in Malaysia, which is a nature lover's dream. You can explore local markets, you can visit nearby islands for snorkeling, or take a rainforest and wildlife tour. It's laid back, it's green, and it's refreshingly different. We'll cruise on next to Puerto Princesa in the Philippines. Now, it's best known for its underground river. Now, this port's all about natural wonders, so take advantage of the excursion credit. Do a guided river tour through those caves. Looks really exciting, doesn't it? We're on to Coron next. Now, this one's a real showstopper. Think crystal clear lagoons, limestone cliffs, snorkeling over shipwrecks, boat tours, hopping between hidden beaches. It's postcard perfect, as you can see, and I think this will be a lovely day to relax. A day at sea will then cruise into Hong Kong, where you've got an overnight on board in port. So amazing. I mean, you could take a harbour cruise, and enjoy those skyline views after dark. There's no rush. It's just maximum wow factor to finish this incredible holiday. What an adventure. You then fly back to the UK after an unforgettable journey that blends the soul of Sri Lanka, the wonders of the Far East, from ancient temples and lush landscapes to vibrant cities and immersive cruising, rich in culture, thoughtfully put together by Cruise1st.
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of takes care of you from one end of the holiday to the other. That's what I love, because this allows you to then explore parts of the world that may have never ever been on your holiday horizon. Because, and I'm being honest, you know, I don't think I would be brave enough now to book myself a 2-week trip to one place in Thailand or Malaysia, having never been there before. Just don't feel brave enough to do that. When you've got the escorted tour, along with the joy I know, which is a cruise, taking you from place to place, from country to country, every day or every couple of days, it is brilliant. And that's why these trips are so magic, because there's so many regions that this trip actually covers. Not just Sri Lanka with the immersive tour, but Singapore and Thailand and Vietnam and the Philippines and Hong Kong. And you're getting plenty of time in all of them. Just stunning. Let's take a look at your price tag, because again, holidays like this always sound like super, super expensive. Like this is going to be like £8,000 or £9,000 each for everything that you've got included here. And you can see it isn't. And that's how cruising is becoming more and more popular. You know, as things are getting more expensive here, actually the appeal of world travel is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And remember, by booking today, not only are you assuring your places here, because they're always going to be limited because of the small groups on the tour here, but you're also locking in an absolutely brilliant price exclusive to us here at Cruise1st. That includes your flights, so that's first from the UK to Colombo in Sri Lanka. You've got your 5-night escorted tour there, which is going to be absolutely brilliant and is so immersive. If you didn't get a chance to see it, rewind and go and have another little look, because it is brilliant. At the end of the tour, you fly to Singapore and you've got a 3-night hotel stay there, and then the story just goes on. 13 nights on the Norwegian Jade there, cruising Thailand, Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, and ending in Hong Kong with an overnight there before you then fly back. And remember, the cruise is all inclusive, and I mean much more than just a drinks package as well. And this price needs snapping up today. You can do that with low deposits, just £249 per person today. I'd be calling as soon as you can. Here are the details that you need. The number's 0800 953 4700. Just to remind you what all-inclusive means in terms of this Norwegian Cruise Line offer. It means a premium drinks package. It means all of the brands that you know, love and recognise from the bar. It's an unlimited drinks package as well, one at a time, responsibly please, if you will. You've got a Wi-Fi package. You've got 4 nights of specialty dining included. And you've got that $50 shore excursion credit per stateroom per port. So every port you go into, you've already got some credit sitting there to go on those adventures. Call us right now on 0800 953 4700. They really are absolutely incredible adventures, aren't they?
Incredible adventures. And if you're ready to take an incredible venture, we've got a whole series of special tour and cruise combinations around the world. And 2026 is proving already to be the year to branch out and do more. Now remember, if you want more advice, just give our team a call today on 0800 953 4700, or of course you can go to our websites, cruise1st.tv, and click on the Tours and Experiences tabs and get so much more information.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find these other tour shows as well on our YouTube channel as well. Just go and search for Cruise1st TV on YouTube and you will find them there as probably some of the most recent of shows that have been uploaded there, but they are absolutely brilliant. Of course, if you've got any questions, the experts are on the phones right now. It's a free call, so do call us 0800 953 4700 and come back and see us again soon. Bye-bye.